everyone, I'm Jay.
And I'm Shawn.
And we watch movies.
We watch a lot of movies.
We do watch a lot of movies. We also talk a lot of movies. And that's what we're doing today because we have some news. So everyone knows The Batman. The Batman is coming. It got delayed. It got shut down. Robert Pattinson had COVID. They got it back up. They're taping in the UA. They shut down again. Now they're taping again. Taping. That sounds really old. They're filming again. They are shooting the movie. Now the release date has been delayed. How is that even possible? Because the release date was October 2021. That's a whole year from now, and they've already delayed that to March of 2022. So The Batman's new release date is March 4th, 2022. Can you wait that long, Shawn?
I'm gonna have to.
You are gonna have to, at least. I'm willing to say at least.
It'll probably move again. If I remember correctly, early 2022 has about 4 Marvel movies
getting stacked up there. Correct. Now we did get some pictures from the set. Where Bruce Wayne, played by Robert Pattinson, of course, has some pretty floppy British-looking hair, like Hugh Grant-looking hair. It's hard to see him as Batman because he's a guy we haven't always taken seriously, and he's a lot more like eclectic and less traditional leading man. But he surprisingly also does not even make a great Bruce Wayne. Perhaps even more so. The Batsuit does go a long way into making pretty much anyone. Roger Ebert once said, "All you need is a chin."
Yeah.
Does he even have a chin? I don't know.
Find out. I guess they can CG it if they really need to.
Yes. Well, we did get that teaser trailer, and yeah, I guess they could chisel something out for us. But the big talk, we saw Zoe Kravitz. She was not in Catwoman costume, but that's who she is playing. John Turturro on the set. But the biggest shock of all was seeing Colin Farrell, totally unrecognizable as the Penguin. He was not in villain garb. I think they were at a funeral. He was in a suit and carrying an umbrella. But under those prosthetics, I would never have guessed it was Colin Farrell. It's crazy.
Weird that they got him.
Yeah. So you let us know. Look at these pictures. Can you even see him under all of that? Why pay the big name if then you're gonna hide him?
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see how it works.
And they have enough big names in this movie.
They do have enough big names. You know who else is stacking up some pretty big names? Talking about the MCU. This Spider-Man 3 movie. So we have already heard that Benedict Cumberbatch is going to star alongside Tom Holland in this. So there's going to be
Doctor Strange.
Yes. So I don't know if Doctor Strange is the Tony Stark replacement, if he's the new father figure, but he's coming in handy in this movie. Then we heard, and this is crazy, that Jamie Foxx would be in the movie as his previous
as
character.
Electro.
Yes.
From Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Yeah. And not only that, this week we are hearing both Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield are being tapped.
So a multiverse.
So a multiverse.
A Spider-Verse.
Yeah, that's right. Now, we have seen a Spider-Verse and quite enjoyed it. Can these guys replicate it?
I don't know why they really want to.
Well, I don't know that. I mean, is there a lot of love still for the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man? I guess there's always like nerd nostalgia.
I guess, but just go watch those movies. We don't need to have another Spider-Verse as Spider-Man 3.
Okay.
I feel like the Spider-Man has plenty of villains that we haven't even seen in any movie yet. Mm-hmm. So why not go to that well instead of bringing back other previous Spider-Man?
Okay, so you don't think this is a cool thing? You're like, no thanks.
I'm sort of intrigued, but I feel like it's going to go off the rails.
Okay, and that's too bad because you've, I think, really liked what they did with the Tom Holland Spider-Man so far.
I super like him, which is why I'm happy to just stick with him.
Yeah.
I liked the Tobey Maguire at the time, but in rewatching them, they're not as good because superhero movies as a genre were a lot. I mean, you just had to make a decent superhero movie and we were all blown away. And it doesn't work like that anymore.
True.
And then the Andrew Garfield ones always seem just kind of redundant.
Yeah, I mean, they really don't justify themselves and they haven't really stood up. They didn't even really stand up at the time, unfortunately.
But they all made money.
Okay.
And I don't think that either of Tobey Maguire or Andrew Garfield really have a lot on the go right now.
Ooh.
So.
Well, Tobey Maguire, certainly. I think he's just in a basement playing poker and gambling away his fortune. So he may need to come into some more Spider-Man money. Who knows? I think he did recently get divorced. So that costs you a pretty penny. Yeah. Maintaining an ex-wife. Future ex-wife right here. That's right. You can't even afford me now, dear. So I thought you might be excited to hear that the El Camino, a Breaking Bad movie, which came out on Netflix some time ago, starring Aaron Paul, tying up those loose ends. They are releasing a soundtrack on 180 gram pressed vinyl.
That's cool.
Teal and gold splattered pressed vinyl. It's going to be a double LP with 26 tracks. So Dave Porter does the score for the movie, for the TV show. So lots of tracks from him, but also songs that appeared in the movie, like Lynyrd Skynyrd's Call Me the Breeze and Jimmy White and Amy Mann's Static on the Radio. So you can actually start pre-ordering this October 14th. George Miller is moving ahead on that Furiosa spin-off movie, or really a prequel to the Mad Max era. And Charlize is out. So it's a prequel and he wants someone young. He thought about de-aging her, which is so insulting. Man, get over it.
Just use her. You would not even have to de-age a guy.
Exactly.
Just make him have like a funny hairstyle.
Yes. So he's cast Anya Taylor-Joy, 24-year-old Anya Taylor-Joy, who we have seen all over the place. Of course, she did a lot of those M. Night Shyamalan, Split and Glass and whatever else. She just wrapped up Edgar Wright's Last Night in Soho. She is currently filming Robert Eggers's The Northman. Of course, we saw her in The Witch. Yes.
She's in The New Mutants, which just came out, although it filmed like 4 years ago.
And she will be joining Chris Hemsworth and Abdul Mateen II. So he, you may remember, was Black Manta in Aquaman. Oh, okay. He is very shortly going to appear in the Trial of the Chicago 7. So, I think right now he's filming that fourth Matrix movie.
Wow.
Which I don't know if it has a title yet, but The New Matrix.
The New Matrix.
Yeah. There have been a lot of musical documentaries on Netflix. We've seen a Beyonce one, which was totally terrific. We saw a Taylor Swift one. On October 14th, we are going to see a BLACKPINK one. Of course,
You're excited.
All
K-pop.
Yes, right. We're all very excited for that one, Shawn. I don't even know what you're talking about here. So, Light Up the Sky is on Netflix on October 14th.
Okay.
And then, just because life can get more exciting, in November, we're going to have a Shawn Mendes one.
Oh.
I mean, these documentaries are on such young performers. How do you even have a documentary already? But he's got a new album coming out December 4th, In Wonder. You may have already heard the hit single, Wonder.
I haven't.
Okay.
No. Or maybe I have and I just didn't even recognize it was a new Shawn Mendes as opposed to the other existing Shawn Mendes.
Okay. Well, this movie actually screened as like a special presentation at TIFF. So he had his own thing going on at TIFF, and this movie is coming to Netflix in November. So BLACKPINK first in October, and then Shawn Mendes in November, because it's going to be a good autumn, guys.
Big deal.
Yes. And I won't even tell that it's for you, Sean, even though this kind of movie is for you. It's
More
Gerard
than Shawn
Butler's.
Mendes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gerard Butler's new movie, Greenland.
Oh my God.
His family have to fight for their survival, even though a comet is coming towards Earth.
Uh-oh.
It's a fresh take. I don't think we've seen a movie like this in at least
Definitely
20
not.
years.
Yep.
So they're skipping theaters, and it's going right to premium rental, so $20 rental on December 18th.
Okay.
Okay.
So look forward to that one.
Yes, I can tell your enthusiasm is infectious, as usual.
When was the last time Gerard Butler made a decent movie?
I don't know. You're the only one who watches those. You tell me.
Oh, that's not true. I haven't even seen all of the, like, Something or Other Has Fallen.
Oh.
I don't know that I've seen any of those, actually.
Maybe not.
It's hard to tell, because there was, like, the two White House ones at the same time.
Yeah. We probably saw some of those at the drive-in, actually.
Maybe.
Okay, so do you have even a modicum then of enthusiasm for Pixar Soul?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I'm into that.
Okay, so Jamie Foxx is voicing the main character who's like a middle school music teacher with jazz ambitions, but before he gets his big break, he has an accident and his body and soul become separated. So his soul...
I don't know how you're going to play jazz without any soul.
That's right, it's a big impediment. So his soul ends up in a U seminar where 22, voiced by Tina Fey, is going to teach him how to reunite the two, and I think, hopefully, get back down to earth.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
How else is he going to become a successful jazz musician?
Exactly, yeah. So this one, we've been wondering what's going to happen to it, and it is coming to Disney Plus. Skipping theaters, coming to Disney Plus. Unlike Mulan, it will cost you no extra.
That's a big deal.
It is a very big deal.
This is a big Pixar release.
That's right. So it is coming to regular Disney Plus streaming on Christmas Day, December 25th.
Good timing.
Yes. Why not give your family a year subscription to Disney Plus for the holidays? That seems like something we should do for all our young nieces and nephews.
You are very correct.
Yes.
That is going to be a good gift.
Yeah, it is. And then one that keeps giving all year round, guys. The Witches. We've been talking about this one for a while.
Roald Dahl.
That's
Netflix.
right. That's right. Not Netflix.
Oh.
No.
It's not
It was
Netflix.
supposed to be a theatrical release, and now it's going to HBO Max.
Oh.
So it's going to be on HBO Max October 22nd.
Okay.
Internationally, it will have a theatrical release October 28th.
I get confused now about what internationally is.
It's
and
true.
maybe everyone does.
Yes.
So presumably that's outside of North America?
Presumably,
Where-
although like Canada has had theaters open, we live in the capital city, so we are actually in a red zone, unfortunately, where everything has shut down again, so we don't have open theaters. But other cities in our province do have open theaters.
Yep.
So who knows what it really means. But if you have HBO Max,
And you can just watch that.
that's right, October 22nd. That's actually coming really soon.
Yes, it is.
So everything is shifting around. Lots of movies are going straight to streaming, which I think is a wise decision. Clouds, which is one that a lot of teenagers might have been anticipating, that one is going to go to Disney Plus. So the director said he doesn't want any young people risking their lives to see it in theaters, so it will go to Disney Plus. It's the same guy who did 5 Feet Apart.
Oh, okay.
Remember the days when we only had to be 5 feet apart?
Yeah,
she
that
had
seems
like
like a
a
luxury.
deadly illness, and 5 feet was enough.
Yeah. Good
Boy,
times.
2 meters we gotta do now, guys.
So in this movie, is there a dying teen or two?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, there is. A teenage boy, and this is based on a real story, actually, guys. I think from 2013. A teenage boy who has like a fatal brain tumor, and he just really always wanted to be a musician, so he records a song and it goes viral.
As they do.
As they do. Well, if you have a great dying teen story behind it, why not?
Plus a good hook.
So it stars Finn Argus, Sabrina Carpenter, and Madison Iseman. I know Sean loves her in the Jumanji movies. And in the movie we just finished watching, The Feast of the Seven Fishes.
Yeah, I wouldn't have said that she was in either of those things.
Well, she was.
Okay.
She was the blonde girl. Yeah.
Well, I figured she had to be.
She had to be, yeah.
Because all of the other ones were like 65-year-old and up Italian men. Except for the other guy that is from the...
Skylar Gisondo, you love him. Oh, yeah. No. What is that what you're talking about?
The
Drew Barrymore Santa Clarita Diet?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess they're not vampires.
No, they're not. She's a zombie at most. Like, you give me the worst clues and I still know what you're talking about. Ugh, you're such dead weight. You're worse than dead weight. You're like...
I know, leading us in the opposite direction.
Yeah. And all of these nice people who came here for movie news and they're getting fake
misinformation.
Okay, moving on. We'll talk Turkey. We'll talk a Shawn movie, Coming to America, the sequel to Coming to America.
Yeah, naturally.
Yes. Is going to Amazon Prime.
Okay.
So, it had a regular studio behind it. It is now over to... Lots of these movies are going over to streaming platforms because this is how you get a release these days in COVID times.
Yeah, it is.
It's tough. Free Guy. That awesome-looking video gamey Ryan Reynolds movie, and Taika Waititi. I feel like we are not... I love Taika Waititi, and I feel like he's not getting as much respect as Ryan Reynolds is. So he's not
directing,
he is in it. Yes, okay. That's right. That one is still holding on to a theatrical release of December 11th.
It's not going to happen.
Well, it's unlikely to happen. But gosh, that trailer looks delicious. It looks like such a fun movie. And we need something fun like that right now. We have not had big blockbusters.
Oh, it'd be the perfect movie if we could actually be in theaters.
Yeah.
It just, unfortunately...
But, please give it to us at home. I think we really need something like that. Yeah.
Just release it.
Yes.
Give charges for it, that's fine.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a big movie. Mm-hmm. We'll pay our $20 or $30. Mm-hmm. And I think a lot of people would over the holidays. Mm-hmm. Give us something. Give us something. We're desperate. Not just stuff you've been sitting on for 3 years that you're like... Here you go. What choice do you have? So aside from that, really only Wonder Woman with that Christmas Day release is hanging on to theaters. And I feel like the only reason that's hanging on is because it's already moved 6 or 7 times. Yes. I mean, we're being optimistic. They really would love to be able to saturate the market and be the only ones. Yeah, and sneak in under the radar there. But it's a dangerous game to play. Yeah, I hope it works. I'm not optimistic. Okay. So we do have some new releases coming to Netflix, some Netflix originals even this month, October 2020, that you can get excited about. First, Over the Moon. That's going to be an animated family film with some great voice actors, John Cho, Margaret Cho, Philippa Sue. So many people are in this. It's Sandra Oh, Ken Jeong, lots of great people. October 23rd, that's on Netflix. Trial of the Chicago 7. Mm-hmm. A ton of people are in that. My boy, Joseph Gordon-Levitt. I'm super excited. October 16th, not too much longer to wait. That's almost here. That's right, it's almost here. So that's the Aaron Sorkin one. We're super excited. Get ready for some talking. Correct, yes. I'm also really excited about that Rebecca remake. Yes, you are. You've been talking about that for many months. So the olden day Rebecca had a lot of censorship issues because it is a little bit of a steamy novel. So on Netflix, they don't have to deal with that. Plus, it's 2020, so they say, Ben Wheatley is at the helm, Armie Hammer, Lily James. This has some serious potential, guys. Of course, there's the BLACKPINK documentary coming out. Yeah. That's even sooner, October 14th. Light Up the Sky, it's called. And so, yes, let's fulfill all of your wonderful K-pop fantasies. I know you have them. We gotta have it. We're so obsessed with Korea these days. They've got so much great
pop culture coming at us in a steady stream.
They do. That's their number one export now.
That's right. Okay, how about a babysitter's guide to monster hunting?
Sure, why not?
October 15th, that one is coming out. So why do the babysitters have to be monster hunters? Because the kids they're babysitting have superpowers.
Ooh.
Interesting. Could be good.
It could be. I guess we'll see why the kids need the babysitter's help if the kids are the superpowered ones.
Well, think about little Jack. You couldn't leave him, like, you know, he still needs help eating and getting changed and stuff. He has laser eyes, but
point him in the right direction.
He needs a clean diaper.
Okay.
Jeez, somebody has to get the cookies. Holiday. Oh, it's holiday movies starting already. Can you believe it?
I can believe it. 'Tis the season.
And you should. Netflix loves their holiday movies. Holiday, October 28th, it's coming out. Emma Roberts, Luke Bracey. But apparently it's about a young couple who both hate the holidays.
What?
Hate the holidays.
I can't believe it.
They agree to accompany each other. Now, that exact premise has already been done. I know that it has.
But aren't we at that point where they have all been done?
Yes.
There is no new premise. Well, just for holiday movies. I mean, how many does Hallmark crank out every single year?
I already told you, there is a brand new one that is filming here in Ottawa now.
That's
the first gay story. That's right. Okay, so if you'd rather stick to Halloween fare right now, and I don't blame you if you do, it's a little early to think about Christmas. Nobody Sleeps in the Wood Tonight. That is coming out October 28th on Netflix. It's a Polish horror movie, and it's going to scare the bejesus out of us. I'm certain of it. So it's about a bunch of teenagers who have like a screen time addiction who get sent to like a rehab, but it's one of those hokey out in the woods ones. And then there's a serial killer who's, you know, gonna make all those parents be like, well, we should have left them in their rooms watching video games. Yes.
Where they had access to police assistance.
Mm-hmm. And of course, the Craft sequel, Legacy, also coming out. This one is on VOD. You'll have to look for it on October 28th. Perfectly timed for Halloween viewing. Hey, who doesn't need a Craft sequel?
I don't know. I haven't found them yet.
Okay, fine. Also, if you're in the mood for a scary movie, and by a scary movie, I mean Scary Movie. Scary Movie 2, Scary Movie 3, Scary Movie 4, Scary Movie 5. Those are leaving Netflix October 19th, so get them in
October 19th?
Now. Yes.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Hurry up.
Hurry up.
I think I might have seen the first one.
Oh, I haven't seen any of them.
Yeah.
Those are like the spoof movies of Scream?
Correct.
Okay.
With the
I've not seen them. Oh, I just hate... You know what? I'm not a spoof movie person. So...
Well, then you would hate these.
Yes. Well, I already do, preemptively.
There's so many. They couldn't even spoof Scream anymore, so they had to just start spoofing other stuff.
There aren't 5 Screams, but there's already 5 spoofs. That's a bad sign, guys. That math makes me uncomfortable.
As it should.
Okay. Well, I hope that gives you something to look forward to. BLACKPINK.
Oh boy.
Yeah, BLACKPINK, then Shawn Mendes. You gotta do them in order.
Do you?
Yes.
Are they related?
Not directly.
Okay.
It's a shared universe of people on the radio.
I guess it is a shared universe, a shared pop universe.
Well, that's it for October. And for this guy, somebody got to put him on ice. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.